Hello friend, welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell. This is about pig farming, and everything we do here is related to pigs. You learn a lot about pigs. That is to say, if you are interested in raising pigs or you're a pig farmer and you want to learn other stuff for free in terms of pig farming, just subscribe to the channel and always come to the channel here to have what you want. Your answers or your questions will be provided in the comment section. If you have any question, you can just drop it there and then it will be answered. And today's video is something that I have observed in pigs, and I feel like sharing with you, or something I have also seen in pigs and I feel like sharing. Actually pigs are wonderful creatures, especially the female pigs, either gilt or sows, but let me say the sows for now because they have given the birth. So sows are wonderful creatures in that how they breastfeed their kids alone, or the piglets alone, is something so marvelous. I really love how they do their things, and you have observed that, but you don't. I want to take you through some phases of this breastfeeding process in pigs, and you begin to love these animals. They know how they are good mothers, how they are able to cater for their kids. And in any way, I don't know if you are aware that pigs, like piglets, they can suckle 20 times in a day. Should the piglets, the sow allow them, the piglets to suckle 20 times in a day. I don't know if you have taken note of that. That means, and then the longest they can suckle is 2 to 3 minutes. They are done, but they can repeat this process for 20 times in a day. And this breastfeeding process, it has been divided into phases. We have phases of this breastfeeding, and categorically they are grouped under into 5 good phases. 5 phases. Okay, the first 3 of the phases are somehow like they are related. So we say the first 3 of the phases involves communication between the piglets and their mother, and that communication brings about coordination between the sow and its the number of piglets it has at that point. And that is communication. You begin to hear those small noises the piglets begin to make when they are hungry or they want to take breast from the mother. They have some particular noise they make, and then like very low tone noise that they make. And then you also see that if the mother too wants to breastfeed, the mother also start making some noise, a little bit of noise, and then the piglets will begin to follow the mother. You get it? So once the mother and then the sow and then the piglets are all ready, you see that the sow then finds a way to lie down, and by so doing it tends to see that where it wants to lie. Usually it lies against the wall, so that there will be no piglets there to be affected in terms of pushing its leg. So it will look for a cool place, and then it begins to lie down, exposing the udder to where the teeth are attached, exposing it upwards so that it will be accessible by the piglets. And this one is then it begins to initiate aerodynamic grunting. I don't know how to aerodynamic grunt, like the noise you hear from it. That you get it. Then it gradually increases this sound, keeps increasing it, and that one is to encourage the piglets to suckle. And then by soon it is encouraging the piglets to compete for the teeth in it. So the competition stage of grabbing the teeth, that's where the phase 1 starts, so that the piglets will begin to compete for the teeth. And then the phase 2 is where you see them massaging. After grabbing the teeth, you see that they are massaging the teeth by way of pushing their mouth, let me put it that way, their mouth against the mother's udder. Okay, the mother's udder, or the stomach. That's when they grab the teeth, they then push it rhythmically against the mother's stomach, and that's the phase 2 stage of it. And doing that, in the process of massaging, it stimulates the oxytocin which is in the mother to release those breast milk. You get it? That's the phase 3 of it. Phase 3 is where after massaging, they stimulate the oxytocin in the mother. That is how do I put it? That's a gland that helps to release breast milk. So they stimulate it, and then it will sense the glands to release the milk. That's where the phase 3 ends. Stimulation of the oxytocin to release breast milk. So the 4th phase of it involves the milk ejection, the actual milk ejection, where the milk then starts to flow into the teeth, where the piglets then get something into their system. So during that the 4th stage of milk ejection, the sow keeps increasing the sound it is making. If in case it's making a sound like it increases it gradually, and it is also in rhythmically. So the noise will begin to increase from there, and then you see the piglets rapidly suckling as if they have been hungry for years, rapidly rushing in terms of their cycling rate. They are rushing. Like, yes, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about here. They are rushing in terms of grabbing the teeth, and then they are cycling it continuously. At times, I feel like, are they trying to kill the sow or what? We're looking at how they are all trying to drain the milk out of the mother. And then the fifth stage, that one also includes the both massaging of the teeth, and then the slow cycling movements by the piglets. After they have rushed to cycle, that's when you are hungry. You eat fast. So when you begin to start feeling your stomach, that's where you reduce the rate at which you are cycling. So you see they begin to reduce the rate little by little. And at this point, the continuous noise of the mother is then reduced. You see the mother will then start slowly. I don't know if you got the sound right, but the mother will begin to reduce the sounds, the noise slowly. The sound it is making slowly. That one alone is telling you that it is time for them to leave the mother. It is time. The mother was about to get up, so it's time for them to pave way. So if you are still in the mood of cycling, you have to speed up, and then it will end. So, like, as you can see, piglets and their mother. They are just wonderful creatures, and I think sows are actually wonderful mothers in terms of how they take care of their piglets. They are just wonderful animals. You get it? So it is the decrease of the sound from the mother is suggested that the piglets should prepare for their future milk consumption. So they will leave it, and then the mother will then begin to fill it back again. Are you getting it? So actually, if you go to your pen and you see your sow, just observe the behavior of them. You see that always you feel happy in the pen. To me, like this, when I go there and I see something like this, I'm always happy. How the sow calls the piglets, and how the piglets will line up following the sow. It will then go to lie down and begin to make that noise, where the piglets will compete for the teeth, and then they begin to massage it, where they then press harder against the mother very fast at a faster rate, and then the milk will begin to eject into their mouth. And when they are beginning to fill their stomachs, so that the noise from the mother begin to reduce, and then that is encouraging or telling them that it is time for them to leave the mother, so the mother will be on her own. Isn't it a wonderful thing in pig farming? Just go there and observe this. Observe your pigs critically. Whenever your sow fathers, just observe how the breastfeeding is done, and you love them. Please, if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to this channel. And I don't know what you have also observed in your sow in terms of feeding. Is yours fighting your piglet? You can share with us if yours is always fighting your piglet.